Hello, and thank you for stopping by the Massachusetts Beer Reviews channel of YouTube. I am Thomas Metal, 75, and this is your Massachusetts Beer Reviews, bringing you a worldwide international beer, and one I think that people do cellar from time to time, and actually quite often, and one that intrigued me through Ronald Theriot and Jordan from Reviewing Under the Influence, and several others that drink this massive brew that we're going to drink today. This one's from Austria, from 2011. This is Samichalus. Samichalus Classic. They say on Bier, it's called Samichalus Classic Beer. B-I-E-R. This is a Doppelbock style. Availability is in the wintertime, so I'm drinking this at the wrong time of the year, but that's alright. And it's 14% alcohol by volume. Not the biggest beer I've ever had in the world. The biggest one was around 18 from the Dogfish Worldwide Stout. This will be the second biggest beer in my lifetime. A little bit of water's in here. But we're going to use our Shipyard Pugsley Signature Series Tulip-style glass. Notes and commercial description from the website. Product of Austria. They're out of the Castle Brewery, Eggenberg. And they say, on the back of the bottle, brewed only once a year on December 6th, Samichalus is aged for 10 months before bottling. This specialty is perhaps the rarest in the world. Samichalus may be aged for many years to come. Older vintages become more complex with creamy, warming finish. It's like 61 degrees and it's been raining and kind of cool in southern Massachusetts, so great kind of beer for this year, for this time of the year for us right now. They also say on Beer Advocate, serve with hearty, robust dishes and desserts, particularly with chocolates or as an after-dinner drink by itself. Brewed under the exclusive license of Feldhaschgen Hurlmann Holding, Switzerland. This one actually says Austria. And out of 2,040 reviews, 89 from the users of Beer Advocate, the bros say 100. World class. Now for Doppelbocks, quickly here, if you don't know, according to Beer Advocate, once again, Box, as you know, those beers with the goats on the label are relatively strong German lagers. Doppelbocks, as the name might suggest, typically even stronger and contain enough malty goodness that they've been considered a meal in the glass for centuries. Generally, they have full-bodied flavor and are darker than their little Bach brothers and sisters, and a higher level of alcohol too. They range from a color from dark amber to nearly black, and the black versions have slight chocolate or roasted characters. I am so nervous, so curious, so excited. All of the above. Yeah. I can already smell it. God dang it. Samichalus. I guess. Now, this is in my beer cellar. This is glugging slowly. The bottle has a weird weight and distribution about it, and it has a weird weight and distribution when the contents come out of the bottle. Pretty clean, no sediment. I can already smell a dark cherry roasted note and raisiny note, but here's what I'm getting. I am getting dark ruby red. It's not black. Dark ruby red. And the head was more substantial, and it has died down to its 14% alcohol by volume kind of look to it. Not a lot of carbonation, so here we go. Let's get a smell on the Samichalus. Classic Bier from 2011, their Doppelbock. Malt liquor, 11.2 ounces. Smells great. Smells big and boozy. Yeah. Smells syrupy and oily. I'm getting big toasted notes, big woody notes, big like honey kind of sweetness notes, big molasses, sugary notes. The raisins, like I said, when I popped open the cap, the raisins are there. The dark cherries are there. Dark mulled wine style fruits. Grape is there. The darker red grapes are there. So it really smells like a wintertime beer, not one that I want to drink in this time of the year, but it's cooler outside, so I kind of said, screw it. Cheers to all of you out there in YouTube. Cheers. This is the Samichalus motherfreaking classic beer from 2011, bottled in 2011. Cheers. Wow. There is zero heat and burn as you taste that beer initially. I mean, let's be honest with you. You can tell it's a higher alcohol by volume beer. At about right now, in this region of my body, you can start to feel the warmth. But I'm actually thinking this is a thinner body than I would have expected it to be. I would say it is full-bodied. It's on the light side of full-bodied. The flavors are as suggested in the nose. I'm totally getting that mulled cider, that mulled wine kind of a vibe about this beer. I'm totally getting those raisin, dark cherry, dark raisins, dark like they've been soaked in rum, in a rum cask for a long time, that kind of flavor. Definitely getting the sugary molasses notes. Definitely getting a slight honey kind of a note to it. Again, same as in the nose. Slight carbonation zing. Like a big old red wine. It's chewy. It's intense. I'm mainly making this snapping, with this smacking with my lips, and using the paper towel because it's got a very sticky, sweet mouthfeel to it. I feel like if you did like a fruit cake from the wintertime, that this would be great with that. I feel like this would be great with some dessert type dishes. The fruitier ones, the sugary ones. This could even be great with creme brulee, although it might overpower the creme brulee somewhat. I feel like depending on what kind of a pipe tobacco you were smoking, if it was a Latakia blend, or if it was a really strong English blend, or if you got a really strong Cuban seed tobacco, or really full-strength cigar, or maybe a Maduro cigar that has some of those chocolatey coffee notes. This would be great with that. I guess true to it being in the Doppelbock style, there is some coffee, but not that much. I guess I'm kind of surprised overall, even though I am being left with a sugary sensation and some of the sweet warming sensation over time that is developing. I mean, it's literally doing that kind of a feeling to me. It's really, really, really clean for what it is. So for a Doppelbock, for it being this clean, and the bros getting it at 100, I guess I don't have a really good basis for a lot of Doppelbocks. I know I've had obviously this one now, Samichalus. I know I've had the Superbock from Samuel Adams, or whatever that one was called. the Double Bock. I've had the Double Bock from Polliner. I've had the Double Bock from Eininger. Now, the Double Bock from Eininger is my favorite beer from Germany. Thomas Metal 75. Thank you, Eric Lyons fan. So the Double Bock from Eininger is called the Celebrator, and that's my favorite German beer. Now, to tell you the truth, this is probably the best Doppelbock you're going to find on the market today. Some Doppelbocks, especially the Samuel Adams Doppelbock, are much, much more bready than this. This one is showcasing a lot of its sugary sweet notes, a lot of its dark cherries and raisin notes, for sure. It has the warming sensation, but for this being a 14% beer, this is absolutely mind-bogglingly smooth, which is dangerous. To me, it's got that clean quote, because it still has some roasty notes towards the end in the finish, and more of that sugary, sweet, fruity note at the end. But in general, it's got the sweet notes and the fruity notes of a barley wine, of an English-style barley wine, not the hoppy American style, but with more of a cleaning sensation of a good lager yeast. So it's definitely letting you know that it's a lager yeast. So it's complex, it's big, it's bold. This, I believe I bought this at I did buy this at a now defunct liquor store in my town, and it was called, I can't even tell you the name of the store at the immediate moment in time. They're out of business right now. I found a single bottle of this for $4.99, so I said, hells yeah. There's another store in my town called Wines and More that I have seen 4-packs of the Samichalus for $22.99, and I could never muster myself up to getting a 4-pack of that, but this is freaking awesome stuff, and 100 is probably way too generous, but I'd give it an A+. This is a world-class 14% alcohol beer. If you are nervous to try a 14% alcohol by volume beer, this one will calm you down for fucking sure. It will calm down your nerves, and you will not even, you'll know that you're drinking a bigger beer, and it's not even feeling like a gigantic beer in the mouthfeel. So that is why this is awesome. Great Doppelbock. Anybody's got comments, questions, beer suggestions for me to review, post them in the comment section below, please. And until next time, keep tasting these awesome, awesome beers from Austria and the awesome beers around the world. Until next time, see you soon.